it get to me, I'm just gonna creep. Down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece.
Today.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
Today, I want to talk to you all about a true love of mine in life. Seeing as it is the spooky season, I thought, what better time to force myself to record, edit, and completely make an entire video in 1 month. I don't know if you're actually going to see this. I hope you do. I hope it comes out in time. Yeah, considering I'm in my, like, weird ranking era, I thought we are going to talk about the survival horror It Girls. And what I mean by that is we're going to essentially rank through the power of PowerPoint.
Maybe it's forever, maybe it's just shampoo.
Which is the best protagonist or basic main character of the survival horror PS2 games. I think probably my life goal is to dress anywhere near as good as the It Girls of the PlayStation 2 era. No matter what life threw at these girls, like, they could go through entire hordes of zombies, take photos of ghosts, do puzzles. They'd always be wearing a full heal. They would be wearing an incredible outfit entirely done from scratch. And they would be wearing a full face of makeup.
So is this the vision?
Yes! Of course!
Is this exactly the vision? Good.
Yes, it's the vision. Oh my god, it's so perfect.
Oh, dude, you look like—
I mean, I'm definitely qualified enough to do this. I've made 2 whole videos on video games. I'm not just a nanny tuber, folks. Listen, he's serving versatility today. I don't know what to tell you.
Sure, Jan.
The category is Clip Art Girlies. I am going to be talking about basically roughly around 20-ish survivor horror girlies. They don't have to just be protagonists. And I'm going to be doing that through, you know, the ability of clip art and very sensible autumnal fashion. Hello, my name is Coffee Cakes, esteemed Bower historian, local slut, popper expert, an all-around little guy. Those of you who are familiar with this channel know that I am a raging homosexual, so that means I have a lot of opinions about fashion in PS2 games.
This outfit was the first time I ever felt gorgeous. This, but you have, listen, shut up, okay. Stop.
So with that, I welcome you to my TED Talk. The PlayStation 2, survival horror, and It Girlies. What makes a memorable bitch? I think to begin, I'm going to need to define what I mean by a survival horror girly. Think Heather from Silent Hill, think Ada Wong, think protagonists who are heavily associated with the PS2. They don't have to have necessarily come out on that system first, but they definitely have to have an impact on that system. Realistically, I am going to not only just be talking about protagonists, but they have to have an important part of the story. They basically just have to slay Bestie Boots the House Down Charlie XCX. You know what I mean?
Let's see, there's not much else in here I could wear, so
So, for example, I wouldn't necessarily choose Bestie Claudia from Silent Hill 3, just because she doesn't really fit that archetype. Not only that, she's not really girly pop. I would actually say that Vincent is probably more girly pop than her.
Her? You mean Claudia? Please don't lump me together with her.
I'm just a freak, yeah.
Oh, and I need his mom to get him back, just to tell her son sucks.
So, dead last with a goddamn bullet has to be Miyako from Siren. Like, dog, this is nothing. If this is your idea of what your protagonist of your franchise needs to look like, you've got to go back to the drawing table. This plain Jane ass bitch looks like she's never even considered a cut crease in her life, let alone even looking up a makeup tutorial on her phone. And yeah, it's definitely like a cracked Android or something. Like, what is she even trying to go for? Like 90s grunge, Ring protagonist? Like, that's not even a fair comparison. She's wearing a potato sack. Like, what is even your excuse? Like, oh, you're 14, but in the Western version of the game, they aged you up to be 17. That's not my problem. Babes, I'm sorry, you're giving me absolutely nothing. You're dead last for a reason. In a way, Erica should probably be the last person on this list, but it's really funny to have the girl from the fucking bug sex game be higher than the girl from Siren. Yeah, what am I gonna say about Erica? She is in a weird game where she is a girl who runs after the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, because he steals her phone. And then she gets, let's just say, accosted by bugs for like 5 hours. Yeah, this is a weird sex game. Simple as. The overwhelming hell is in every way considered just a weird bug, sex, kink game thing that I don't really want to talk about on my channel. But you gotta give her something. She's at least feral. Like, she has an energy to her that, like, Siren Pussy wasn't given that. Yeah, I don't know. She's just there. She gives like NPC in the highest way possible, but like this is a simple series game from the early 2000s. It's not gonna have that much depth, let's say. I think, while it probably doesn't super count, Death by Degrees, starring Nina Williams from the Tekken franchise, is probably still, in my mind, a survival horror game, mainly due to its, like, weird camera angles and tone.
It's Daddy!
But, like, she had to be on the list. She's one of the most iconic PS2 girls of all time. The only thing is, she's not higher on this list because, like, an it girl has to be fun. She has to have, like, a sense of personality. She has to, like, kind of do something. Whereas Nina is a little too serious to possibly ever be fun.
Coward! That's funny to hear that come from you, of all people.
I'm one of one. I'm number one. I'm the only one.
Which is why she has Anna to play off of. Like, Anna's the fun one. We relate to Anna more because she's a drunk slut.
You win!
I don't know, maybe I just want another excuse to talk about the Williams sisters. They're Irish national treasures. I don't know, they don't make games that look like this anymore. And I don't want to hear like, oh, Coffee, you've got nostalgia goggles. No. These girls are still around, they're still doing the damn thing. But the thing is, we don't have many, like, single-player, gay-ass games anymore. Like, look what happened to Bayonetta, the straights got her.
Oh dear, that's not good. I feel the need to say the F word now.
Yeah, no, but Nina in Death by Degrees, it's such a moment. Like, she looks incredible. Anytime she's on screen, she looks like she's just come out of a pool of water and she's only listened to, like, Madonna's Bedroom Stories era for, like, her entire life. Like, all the promo art for this is so fucking pussy. It's ridiculous. She looks like she's in a goddamn Mugler fragrance ad. Yeah, if her game was, like, spookier and, like, had more going on, she'd be higher on the list, but, you know, she gets into technicality. I think Rio Hanaheim from the hit PS2 video game Lifeline, I feel like she has really awful opinions about kink at Pride.
Rain on me.
Like, she seems like the type of girl who still uses Facebook, is like really into horses, and probably loves Taylor Swift. I just get the vibe that she'd legit be that kind of like weird autumnal pumpkin spice that we all kind of hate. Like, the girl who really, really is excited about the fact that fall is coming.
But I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time.
I just don't relate to that in any way because I am a slut all year round. My canonical outfit is a tank top and shorty shorts. What am I supposed to do? Not dress like a whore? I don't know. I don't want the life of an autumnal girl. I want the heat. I want to dress like a slut. Listen, Lifeline's like a weird, forgotten PS2 game that no one remembers, but like, I don't know. Rio clears it. She just clears the outfit check. She kind of kills it every single time that she's on screen. I love her bartender outfit. It kind of gives like King from King of Fighters. It just, something hits. I don't know what. And like her haircut is great. It's like one part Can I Speak to the Manager and one part Bella Hadid.
My name is Bella Hadid.
Well, my name is Bella Hadid.
Hey Queen, girl, you have done it again. Constantly raising the bar for us all.
I would like to go on record and say I have not played a single Fatal Frame game. So what I'm about to say is probably a little too mean, but I'm not going to be expected to remember these various aged women in frilly outfits. These games all kind of follow a similar fashion trend. It's like drab Y2K. It's got this like weird early 2000s grunge aspect, but make it cutesy. Or, I don't know, is this Dempa? I don't know. You guys keep talking about Dempa and expecting me to know what the hell it is. I'm gay and simple. I'm just expected to know these things. I gotta say, like, of the three girls of this franchise, Mio is dressed absolutely terrible. Like, this is genuinely awful.
Shady. Shady, get over here.
Like, why is she wearing a lace skirt with black jeggings underneath it? It's not 2005, girly, move on. Like, this is the worst of early 2000s fashion. We're seeing so much, like, people trying to get back into Y2K and, like, kind of over-saturation of structure and pattern in a lot of new outfits. But, like, I don't know. It just reeks of taking an aspect of an outfit that you really like and just not elevating on it, but just adding more. It's kind of like what Nomura does, but Nomura does it in a way that has, like, structure and elevation and kind of high fashion to it. This is just piss. Like, did Mio really need the several layers of lace on this outfit? Or was this putrid shade of shit brown really needed for the outfit? Oh, no. The bow was really needed. The bow was the thing that was gonna add the look together, yeah? Come on, girly, like, I know you got better than this. This is f***ing trash.
That's dumb. You should kill yourself.
I don't know, I suppose not everyone can be a fashion icon. I mean, you know, I'm really hot and funny and sociable and interesting. But, you know, not everyone's hobby can be breaking into old houses and, I guess, photography.
I'm really, really sorry, Nikki. I'm really, really, really sorry. I didn't realise that it was... I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing?
I am really laying it into this PS2 girl. I'm sorry, like, I don't know who you are. And I know that this franchise is not known for being, like, a fashion icon statement series, but you're on the PS2, girly. That's a system that's got Final Fantasy X too. Step it up. I think the main reason why Alyssa is not really that memorable in terms of her look is probably due to the fact that she is, like, 14 and isn't really allowed to do much with her style. Weirdest part is, like, her age is actually incredibly tied to the game's central storyline. Clock Tower 3 is kind of like a magical girl game where Alyssa wants to go back and meet her mother, but she finds out that she's actually a secret, like, magic fairy girl passed down from lineage. And her grandfather wants to perform a weird puberty-based ceremony in order to extract her powers by marrying her on, like, her 15th birthday. It's a really demented video game, but it's excellent. It's got, you know, some of the earliest use of mocap in the industry.
Dennis? What are you doing here?
In a way, like, Alyssa's whole deal is that, like, she's one of the survivor horror girlies that came out of the long development hell that was Resident Evil 4. So you know, she's not actually the only Capcom-based girl who is European and goes to a weird, spooky mansion and gets kind of chased by old men. She doesn't even get a dog. She gets Dennis.
Calm down, calm down. It was yesterday morning and your mother drove by in her car.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Her outfit's fine. It's just a school outfit. Like, she can't really do much, which is weird considering the game's central storyline is based around magical girls. And you would expect to see some cool different outfit changes, but she doesn't really get anything. It's just that. It's just the green blazer. And I guess, like, even if she was given a magical girl outfit, if she was given, like, a Silent Hill 2 full pink outfit, she wouldn't do much with it, because unfortunately the other problem that Alyssa runs into is that she is unfortunately British.
And we are selling tea to China.
I don't know. Alyssa gives off the energy of, like, that viral Ariana Grande stan account where, like, her mom took all of her phones and her 3DS and she ended up tweeting from an LG fridge.
Ariana, what are you doing here?
Free Dorothy. Just free my girl. Let her out. Let her tweet.
Face card, no cash, no credit. Yes, God.
Girl, I got nothing. Like, I know you. I know this exact type of girl. I went to college with this girl. I just, for the love of God, can't remember your name. Like, absolute zero chill on this girl. And it's kind of shocking that this, of all of them, made it into the Smash Bros. Not even as just a trophy, but she was an assist trophy. She had a model that moved. This one, yeah? Like, this outfit is the one that we're choosing as the best to go into Smash Bros. Okay. Like, alright, she's got something. She looks like she's got, like, a little bit of a style sense. She looks like she probably takes really good care of her hair. The choker's a cute touch. She kind of looks like she'd be, I don't know, a disaffected 90s PA of some kind, like maybe a music label.
Do you have some sort of businesswoman special?
I don't know. For whatever reason, the chunky boots are sending me, like, the goddamn boofs that she's got attached to her feet that are so much bigger than the rest of her model. It's so good. She looks like a Mega Man character.
Bitch, you gonna step on my fucking toe, bitch, with them fucking cowgirl fucking boots, bitch, disgusting.
And don't even get me started on her render from 2. I swear to God, the lace is back. The lace will not leave. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, this franchise has an obsession with lace. It's like how Nomura has his zipper thing. Like, girl, get another outfit. Get another fabric. Change your costume. Change it around.
Change your costume, Mimi. Your costume, change it around.
Yeah, I said it. Claire sucks. Claire sucks. She's my least favorite Resident Evil protagonist. She just gives me nothing. I get the vibe from Claire Redfield that she is from a small town in America and she loves her team. She goes every week, to like the big sports game with her really strong boyfriend. And she's really mean to like the one twink in town, who I guess in this case would realistically be Steve. Do you remember when Resident Evil tried to push Claire Redfield, who's like the most straight girl in the world, towards Steve, who is a twink in every way? I think outfit-wise, I gotta give her at least something. Claire in Code Veronica is her best version of her outfit, because it has a bit more. The jacket is less than just a basic biker jacket. She's wearing a choker. She still looks like she's gonna pluck up the confidence to maybe ask to be part of a biker gang. I do get the vibe that a lot of Resident Evil fans are really obsessed with the idea of what Claire could have been, which was like a cool biker girl. But much like Makoto from Persona 5, just because you give a girl a bike doesn't mean they're actually cool. Like, it doesn't fit her character in any way. Her brother's a cop, and she works in Oxfam. What am I getting here? She works in a secondhand clothing store, essentially, giving aid.
Get that kettle on.
I've always gotten bad vibes from Claire. She looks like she's the type of person, like, when you start talking about basic level stuff, like, just like movies and stuff, she starts bringing up, like, Harry Potter, Disney, and you start to see the red flags forming more and more. So much so that she's literally wearing red on her jacket. That is her color point. Environmental storytelling, folks. I just get weird online soccer mom energy from Claire. She's weird, she's kind of insufferable. She'd post a lot of weird things on Facebook, whereas, like, she's probably fine and harmless, but I don't know. Something's weird there.
I could have my Gucci on. I could wear my Louis Vuitton.
The only thing that separates Alyssa from Clock Tower 3 and Jennifer from RuleofRose is management. Well, I also think that realistically, RuleofRose is the better game of the two. I also do think Jennifer just has a bit more of a personal style going on, and I really like how it plays off the other fucked up girlies in this game. There's a lot of, like, good color coding in RuleofRose. It's a good video game, shockingly. I think her outfit screams a little bit more European than specifically British than Alyssa did. It's giving more on the continent. The hair up also is a really nice touch. I think it gives a bit more drama. And the green emerald really matches her kind of like gingery hair color. It's a really good idea and structure to her outfit. And realistically, it's very similar in color tone to Alyssa's. But just the way her pattern and structure fits better, it gives her way more of, like, an iconic look. And it really fits in with, like, the look of RuleofRose. She's wearing a lot of, like, earth tones, a lot of greens, a lot of browns, whereas, like, that's a great contrast to the really weird pink, various shades of rouge and red that the up girlies are using.
Drag her, slay her, read her, sipping on that true hunty.
In a world where I had, like, a lot more time, they'd probably also be on this list, but I just can't. Listen, I'm not gonna pretend that I've played RuleofRose, by the way. It's like $1 million. I'm not gonna buy that. I have actually held a copy of RuleofRose, though. I don't know if people know, I work in a secondhand video game store, as my, like, normal human job. And, yeah, we once got a... let's call him a collector. A guy came in, bunch of really normal stuff, few original Xbox games. He had Blinks the Time Sweeper, so, like, he clearly had taste. And then at the end of the transaction, he was like, okay, hang on, I've got some more. And then he opened his backpack, and I shit you not, he basically just had gold in there. It happens occasionally. We sometimes get a lot of collectors in. They just need to sell off their collection. It's how I got a copy of Doshin the Giant a couple of weeks ago from, like, a GameCube collector who came in. But I've never seen the level of commitment than this guy. He takes out Silent Hill 3. He takes out the entire Siren franchise. He has taken out multiple survival horror games. He had a copy of Kodelka, for God's sake. And then at the very end, I let out an audible gasp when this man hands me a actual copy of RuleofRose. I basically grabbed my manager and was just like, hey, we are gonna need to give this guy a lot of money. I can say that I have held RuleofRose in my hands, and I can say that I have looked through the manual. That is more than most of you can say. I still have no clue to this day if that guy was a real collector, or he just stole stuff from a collector. But, listen, I got Kodelka out of it. I don't care.
Hi guys, look at these lovely big tits. Do you know what we are? We're fucking cock destroyers, aren't we, babe? Fuck.
You know, I gotta give it to the girls. If you're gonna be a news reporter in a horror game, you are gonna serve Connie.
Watching, enjoying all this, how does that make you feel?
Look, local woman.
There's like 4, 5, 6 girls in Michigan report from hell. I don't know, they're all interchangeable. They're essentially the same woman over and over again, just in different hair colors. Which is hilarious and insane, but that game is insane. It's set in Michigan. It's a crazy place.
Balls!
Pamela is kind of given like big Laura from the Kenji Eno games vibes, or she kind of also reminds me of that one girl from House of the Dead 4. Her in-game model's so-so, but like, this promotional art goes so f***ing hard. It's incredible. Like, it's got huge Charlie XCX Crash vibes.
Get it right!
I am getting absolutely nothing from Ann Anderson over here. What? A girl with literally the same name twice? Carly Rae's definitely has like a bit more of a vibe. She's given like Girl Next Door, 2000s, Y2K, J-pop star vibe. She reminds me of when Utada Hikaru decided to make a English album entirely. Nina Volkov, though, is absolutely shitting on every one of these girls. Look at her. Look at this girl boss. This is incredible. This girl maybe should probably be #1 on the list, but I can't do that. She looks like she eats cigarettes for breakfast.
Hi, I'm Afisa, I'm 53. I'm from Minsk. I work at Zamok shopping mall. I'm currently the most stabbed woman in all of Belarus.
Once again, I'm gonna be real, I haven't played Michigan Report from Hell. It's like $1 trillion. I need to buy food. And listen, don't even start with, oh, PSEX, oh, duck emulation. I don't think you realize what I'm working off of. My laptop is barely functioning to begin with. I'm lucky Premiere even runs on this fucker. Actually, you know what? Like, this is my setup, gang. Like, there is gonna be a phone there that I'm using currently. There's a ring light that is broken that I am putting up on top of a coat. There is my laptop, and then there is this mic. That is it. This laptop is being held together with gaffer tape, or I guess you would call it duct tape. So that's cool. This laptop is 7 years old? Nah, maybe less. I'm using voice recorder because I don't know about audio editing. So I literally just plop it into Premiere. That is a background that you're not going to see all of. Patreon.com/coffeecakes, folks. Please. No, realistically, it's not that bad. I know. But, you know, Patreon.com/coffeecakes. It is a free service that you could be paying for. I want to thank, obviously, the Patreons as per usual. You are the main reason, the only reason at this point, this channel is still together. I have other videos in the way. I just wanted to, you know, try out a little Halloween thing. The stuff is coming. Stuff is cooking. I have a stupid video and I have a anime video coming out. They are both being edited. They're both big videos. I thought to put out a tiny one between. Yeah. As we go into the Christmas period and the Halloween period, I'm going to have less time to edit. So, you know, in order to support the channel, I think you should all pay me. As well as that, obviously, Happy Campers is continuing. We have a Halloween episode actually coming up. So please watch that as well. It is on American Psycho 2. Starring Mila Kunis. So if you want to watch that, please do. Yeah. Other than that, I've been in stuff lately. I've also been killing it on Twitter. I don't know what to tell you. I keep getting viral tweets. Is that how I get famous? Who knows? OnlyFans when?
Life could be worse. No, not really. This is the worst.
This is the worst.
The only thing I know about this bitch is her head gets really big at some point.
In the course of this campaign that you
Hello?
Like, before I had even played Silent Hill 2 and 3, I still knew stuff about Maria and Mary and Laura and Heather, but I have no idea who this girl is. Eileen? Is she Irish? What does she enjoy? What's her favorite food? What's her favorite movie? Is she going to the Eras tour? Is she going to the Renaissance tour? I don't know.
Who are you, Deirdre?
She kind of reminds me of Paula from Shadows of the Damned, just because she looks and seems like a character that was written by a man about everything that they hate about women.
Look out, G! It's a trap!
Which, honestly, in hindsight, is kind of a slay. I love a character whose entire thing is that they hate men, in hindsight. So for gay men, that's even better. Maybe Eileen's great. Maybe she's gonna be my favorite Silent Hill character. I don't know. But her render is giving me nothing. She kind of looks like Caroline from, oh my god, Tormented Souls. A little bit. She's not on this list. Not at all. Eileen's just a sheer mystery to me. Is she Irish? She potentially. Come on, Eileen.
No one ever saw me cry until I left the party the other night.
Okay, first of all, bitch got the Arc Neko fit going on. She's complicated. She is not like other girls. She definitely has a lot of demons. She's a Silent Hill character, what do you expect? I mean, what sets her apart from Eileen, though, is that, well, I've actually played her video game, and she's generally just really memorable. The bitch is also so Etelkane coded. It is ridiculous. Like, that bit when she's in the fireplace and she's walking up the steps, that could be a music video for Pedamolia. Like, no wonder they put Angela on the North American cover. Like, she's bestie. She's girly. Like, what did Europe get? We got that weird black cover with the slant across it, where we'd see a little bit, and that's it.
Mama, this is garbage. Oh. Right here.
It's not fair. You guys got the most viral TikTok shoegaze rug ever made. Her whole storyline is kind of played completely separate from James. She barely even interacts with him in the game, and all of her scenes she completely clears. It's incredible. Her performance is one of the best ones in all of video games. It's kind of just hilarious that her storyline in Silent Hill 2, it's played completely straight, and you just see her get more and more cracked out as time goes on. It's incredible. I have seen my friends do this on bad weekends, essentially. You know this girlie has a cracked iPhone. You know she does. She's got like a locked Instagram account and, I don't know, consumes nothing but oats. She's more horse than woman at this point. I still do think Abstract Daddy is the single best name any enemy has gotten in any video game. And it also is the best furry After Dark Twitter account you've ever seen. So, while compiling this list, I had not only no clue what the girl from Haunting Grounds was called, I also remember her outfit being way more boring than this. This is actually kind of incredible. It's so intricate, it's so well made, it's got like the Grecian kind of flowingness to it, it's got like the Italian high priestess bitch vibe. She's like if a nun from the cult from Devil May Cry 4 was in a horror game with a dog, but also ready for the runway.
And now I'm a glamazon bitch ready for the runway.
You know, I think Fiona, she is definitely a girly girl. You know, she does really cute stuff with her hair, she does her lashes, she loves mascara, and you know,
she's cutesy.
Capcom cooked her. Capcom really cooked her, and it's a shame that we're never gonna see this again. We are never gonna see a single thing from Haunting Grounds ever again. Like, the best we're gonna get is that ugly costume from Street Fighter V, the game where all Capcom characters go to die.
It really smells like a public restroom.
Though I would be remiss to not mention the true bad bitch of Haunting Grounds, Daniela. I weirdly have a sealed copy of Haunting Grounds. No, this is real. I don't know why I own this. I bought it like, I want to say 12 years ago off Amazon when they did reprinting. Then again, I will say Europe had less of an issue with getting them, so there is more. But I don't know. I'll probably sell this soon because, you know, rent. You know, daddy gotta eat. Patreon.com/coffeecakes, folks. I absolutely adore this outfit. Remake or OG otherwise, she is a fashion icon. And y'all don't give her enough credit. It's ridiculous. I almost forgot to put her on the list, which is insane. She's Ashley from Resi 4. When I played Resi 4 for the first time, like, 3 years ago, I was kind of shocked how little a problem she actually was in the gameplay. Now then again, remember, I did grow up in like the VG Cats, Machinima, online weird vibe of like gamers just being awful to women in video games, so I remember forum after forum posts talking about how she would, you know, knock into enemies or consistently be a fetch quest, essentially. She's barely in the video game. She has, like, I don't know, 4, 6 playable sequences, and she is never a problem. I never once found her AI confusing. I never once lost her. I also thought she added a lot of really cute little interactions with Leon. I think she humanized him in a really interesting way.
So, after you take me back to my place, how about we do some, overtime?
Sorry.
Like, the entire castle chapter is only interesting because you get to play as her, in my opinion. Because it's such a change, and it's completely out of nowhere. God, I hate talking about gameplay in videos. I sound like the goddamn Genshin Impact guy.
I love the combat. The animations are amazing. This game's awesome. I love it.
Ashley Graham from Resident Evil 4 is, like, so Devil Wears Prada coded. It's ridiculous. Like, if you would have shown me a side-by-side of Anne Hathaway as Andrea Sachs in the 2006 award-winning film The Devil Wears Prada, starring Oscar-winning actress Meryl Streep, and you show me another picture of Ashley Graham from Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 4 Remake, I could not tell you the difference. I could not tell you the part. It's impossible. I really like Fongling. I think I should like her more. Have I played her game? No, but I think her outfit is giving. Like, she is absolutely a fashion girly, and I will not hear any otherwise. I think she's definitely, like, an influencer who's been invited to Fashion Week, but she's not actually allowed in. She definitely, like, does the red carpet interviews for the Met Gala, but, like, she will never be allowed walk in. She can do cute little interviews with, like, Bella Hadid and, like, Nicki Minaj. She's essentially Emma Chamberlain.
When I saw you on the carpet, I was like, oh, slay. I swear, oh, big slay.
Wait, like big slay?
Yeah, big slay. You're killing
Stop
it,
girl.
She probably could afford to delete her entire TikTok account and be financially fine. Whereas, like, you know, some of us can't do that.
We ordered the Among Us potion from the dark web, and supposedly when you...
Dead Aim is a game, I think, that, you know, I probably should play. I do love the genre of survival horror game that is set on a boat. There's something about it. It clears. It's incredible. I love that concept. I love spooky things on a boat. But again, for Fongling, just like her Inception, she unfortunately is a character that is just a carbon copy of something that already exists in the Resident Evil franchise. She is essentially the what you see online versus how it arrives Ada Wong. Which is sad to say. But it's the same with Bruce McGivern. Like, he is just bad version of Leon. Like, I don't know. Did they deserve better? No. They got into Project X Zone. You know, give them that. Another game where Capcom characters go to die. Yo, let's go. She is mother. This bitch is mother. I completely forgot she was on this list. Oh my god, I love her so much. I literally forgot that she's on this list. I love her. This bitch is a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids, who never stops. I'm a survivor. Oh my god, I forgot about Catherine. She is the best video game character called Catherine, I'll say that. She's so iconic. Like, I mean this sincerely. I think Catherine from Gregory Horror Show is one of the coolest characters ever made. Just something about the intensity of the mascara and the lips and the giant syringe. It's hilarious. She's the mother I never had. She is the sister everybody would want. She is the friend that everybody deserves.
I don't know a better person.
She's like if Patty and Selma from The Simpsons were fused into one being, and it was their persona, and no one had any idea how to interact with it, but I'm glad it's here. Like, nobody is doing it like her. Like, she is so Lana Del Rey coded. Like, she's literally a lizard. I can't explain how that is not conducive to maybe winning this list. She has a job, a sexy nurse. And like, sexy nurse is such an underrated character trope. not to out her or anything, but me and Hazel have this group chat where we will just send each other nurses with giant syringes, because it is a underutilized trope that has so much camp and so much lore to it. And they're always great. You see it a lot. You know, me and my friend Hazel, we just send each other nurses. A fun thing that mentally ill friends do.
You do not tell me what to do.
Or what? Are you gonna hit me?
Do you want it?
I don't want it.
Because you're asking for it. You're dying for it. Get off my back.
I'm just gonna say it. We as a culture, we as a society, do not talk about this look enough.
Yes, Gaga, you look so good!
Like, the thing is, I'm not even getting Fatal Frame character from this render. I'm getting, like, Hotel Dusk, or Glass Rose, or, like, a Sing character that was never brought into fruition. Oh, weirdly enough, I also own Glass Rose, fully sealed. Once again, I'm probably gonna sell this too. Coffee Cakes Patreon. Go click it. I think Rei works so well in comparison to the other Fatal Frame characters, because she looks like she actually chose to put this outfit on. Whereas the other two girls did look like they were designed by a group of scary men in a boardroom. The shirt is just absolute classic structured print to really focus on the tits, which she really has and she wants to show, and like the choker cuts it off perfectly. The simple but effective jeans, the white belt, the ass bob. It's so good. It's so right and so understated and so severe, but so casual at the same time. It's so ready to wear. All the concept art is super elegant and flowy and mysterious. Well, the game is kind of, I don't know, the render is giving more Meg Rain Man from the Ring Terror's realm.
Like, hey man, what's happening here?
Now hold on a moment, sir.
I know the two of them. They're friends. What happened? I don't believe this.
I see.
She looks like she would be in an ad for a very sexy fragrance or chocolate from the early 2000s.
I'm glad they don't know about this place.
Yeah, this look is major. It's kind of wasted on a game where you run around and take pictures of old people. But wait, no, isn't 3 the one where you have like a cute apartment and a cat? I don't know, that's pretty it, girl. To stop the franchise's entire flow of gameplay, to hang out and watch the Gaga documentary while you wait for your foe to deliver. I don't know, it seems like Silent Hill 4 for girls. Like, I don't know, maybe I should be just talking about Ray's apartment, because that is such a smoke spot. I want to live there. It's so cute and cozy, even when it is possessed by, you know, horrifying ghosts from Japanese folklore. It's definitely better than the piss room that is in Silent Hill 4. Ew! Okay. My love for Silent Hill 3 can only bring Heather this far to the list. And the thing is, I can't even say anything bad about her. She feels like my daughter. She's such bestie. Heather is like one of the only girls on this list I think I could actually be friends with. She feels like a real person. She's probably one of the best horror protagonists I've seen in any video game, or let alone all horror media, period. The game does so much to slowly arc you into like her weird after-school nightmare. She just got off school, she's standing through like the hazy autumn sunset of a sleepy town, and I think like her inner monologue and character design do a lot to help you with that, especially her item descriptions. Shout out Bread.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same.
I think Heather is someone I feel like I could have been friends with as a teenager. Like, we would have reminisced a lot in like the Lidl car park smoking, or we would have both talked about, you know, our childhood trauma on a beach somewhere. Granted, yes, her trauma is a little bit more severe than mine, but that's mainly because she was always cooler than us. I really do love her design though. Like, it's classic early 2000s color blocking. Once again, got a mostly earth tone kind of vibe, but the white puffy jacket really gives just a distinctive jump of something else. It's so good. You really don't see designs a lot like this anymore. It's got kind of like a mix of 90s color palettes and early 2000s shapes. Stuff like that really lends to like a really familiar, yet overused word, yes I know, but liminal feeling to how she looks. You don't really see this type of fashion anymore in games. I don't know, like Lisa Rogan from House of the Dead 3 is a good example. Or like Ashley Robbins from Trace Memory. You know, this kind of it girl who's athleisure almost, very casual, but very distinctive. And it's true, blondes do have more fun. I also think Heather's favourite Sanrio character would be Bats Maru, because it reminds her of her dad. Alright, listen, I know, Ada isn't #1. I know, hang me out to dry, I don't care. And look, I don't even have an excuse here. Ada is the quintessential it girl of survival horror. She is the girl. She's #1 with a bullet of all of these girls. If you just want to see a girl slay the hardest possible way in a little bob.
Question for the culture, what the fuck would you know about serving puss in a little bob?
Listen, if Ashley was Andrea Sach in Resi 4, Ada's goddamn Miranda Priestley.
Something funny?
I think every game man on Earth has talked about why Ada Wong is an inspiration. I don't massively feel the need to point out why she is so incredible. I mean, look at her, that's Mother. She's the direct descendant of every anime spy, essentially. You know, she's from Fujiko to Rouge the Bat. She's an international vague woman who seems to have no actual plan. We're the only plan. I adore everything that the Resident Evil franchise does with her in its storytelling, because every single action she performs is followed by a wink or a kiss, and yet no answers are actually given. In fact, she raises more questions every time she's on screen, answering none of them, but always serving puss in a red dress. I first remember playing 4 and getting to the area her first cutscene plays in. You can actually miss that cutscene if you don't go back through the door, and I remember I basically let out the gayest scream possible when you see her through the window and she shoots, because that scene, in my head, cemented her as the it girl of survivor horror. I would argue Ada Wong is more iconic than Bayonetta at this point, because Bayonetta, for what she has done for us, she's also taken a lot. Ada Wong has never, ever faltered. Ada Wong is the only girl on this list who has put in the time, who has put in the looks, who has consistently outsold everyone in her franchise. And what does she get? Her new voice actress gets essentially harassed to the point where she's driven offline. Great! Good job, guys. Well done. Do better, please, at this point.
Step your cookies up. Cute. Pull up in a monster automobile gangster with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka.
So originally the idea for this video came to me on like a sleepy Sunday a couple of weeks ago. I thought, listen, I'll get on a Discord call and I will get some of my buddies and we will list all of the it girls from the franchise. We were having a problem getting to around 20, and that is when my dear friend Hazel, she cooked. She found Dorothy.
They need rappers like me, so they can get on their fucking keyboards and make me the bad guy.
She, for whatever reason, remembered Galarian Ash, a PS2 sequel to the hit Galarians game on the PS1. Yeah, if you thought God from Silent Hill 3 was the supreme, think again. The way I haven't even played this game, the way I have seen this character maybe twice in my life now, I just know she's a barb. Like, I'm sorry, is this allowed? Is this design allowed? This pussy panopticon ass is allowed in a video game. This mommy is so... It feels illegal. Like, she is titty out, porcelain skin, fucking eyeball in the mouth on a regular ass Tuesday, and she is serving this. And what is our excuse? What is our excuse? We're not even an alien. I think she's an alien. She looks like if Genova was designed by someone who actually had sex. Like, I'm sorry, Nomura, okay? But you know what I mean. I know Nomura didn't even design her, but you know what I mean.
Pretty much, I will let
Genova
know that she is a fat and the shoes that she gave me were not something that I would particularly buy for myself. They were old maiden type of shoes.
I have like no idea what Galarian's Ash is about. I watched a Let's Play of the original a couple of years back, and even then I couldn't even tell you what that game is about. I remember Twink falling over a lot. But I think I have to track down a copy of Galarian's Ash now, just for her, because like, wow, what a moment.
But wow, what a moment.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it.
I think at this point in my life, I'm starting to realize a lot about characters that I like. And I think as time has gone on, Maria from Silent Hill 2 has meant a lot more than I thought she would. If I could honestly lump in Heather as well, I just think Team Silent in the early 2000s really had a way of making sad women that just spoke to me. The thing is though, while I feel like I want to be friends with Heather, I think I am Maria. Am I saying I relate heavily to an aging slut in a small town, now in a city where she feels like she doesn't belong, and maybe never will? Maybe? I don't know, I gotta give it to a girl who simultaneously got everything going on and nothing. It's so fascinating to me. I think in a way, I actually like Born From a Wish more than the base game, just because I get to hang out with Maria more. She's both wanted and removed. She's both sexualized, but also intimate. She's othered, but in control. She feels like how I've felt in every relationship I've ever been in.
You're coming with me?
You were gonna just leave me?
No, but...
With all these monsters around?
No,
I'm all alone here. Everyone else is gone.
There's just something relatable about, you know, a girlie with a smoking habit and daddy issues. Which is realistically why all of you are here. But like, how did Maria end up becoming the face of it girls across the internet? Like, I would argue Maria, her soundbites are more viral than Mary's. I would argue that Maria is probably the easiest one to cosplay. She's relatable, she looks like you could know her, but also, I think it's squarely in the edit of, we love to know about a character who we know less of every time we see them. Which is kind of the it girl thing, you want to present just enough information to your audience, while being alluring and mystique, but you also want to keep a lot of what you are to yourself. Which I feel like Maria does, but also, she's not keeping any secrets. She is desperate, she has nothing, because she is nothing. I mean, we get like, what, 6 scenes with the bitch? That's nothing. She's barely in the video game. And once again, every time you see her, she creates more questions, leading the player to have no clue where they even stand with this ghost woman who looks like your ex. Who knows? It's compelling shit. I mean, but the thing is, even without her place in Silent Hill 2, I would simply look at her design and say it's a 10 out of 10. Why Team Silent specifically thought to base her design off Christina Aguilera's outfit from the first inaugural Teen Choice Awards from 1999 is beyond me, but I'm glad they did.
Hi, Akira Yamaoka.
I'm Christina, nice to meet you. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful you look in person.
Though I don't know, in a way, Maria does kind of give disaffected early 2000s pop star. She's got the whole alt pop rocker girl. She's kind of given a mix of Courtney Love, Britney Spears, and Buffy all together. And yes, I know it's obvious that, you know, Silent Hill has pretty obvious ties and themes to Twin Peaks. And, you know, some of my favorite characters are blonde women that David Lynch has created. Because, I don't know, there's just something about being really hot and being really fucked up.
I'm just a freak, yeah.
God, I'm literally blonde now. I forgot about that. How has this happened? I'm becoming Maria. I don't know. There's only so much I can prattle on about Maria. Video essayists have done this forever. Silent Hill is the most overly talked about video game franchise on the internet. Up there with, like, Kingdom Hearts and Undertale. But, I don't know. I had to talk about the survival horror girlies. They're too important. And Maria is too important as well. I don't care if you think that someone else deserved the spot above her. This is my list, and she's my queen. Much like the hit song that she was named after, to quote Christina Aguilera, "If you want to be with me, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way." Happy Halloween! That was cute. I enjoyed that. I think, going forward, I should stop ranking things, though. Because it's very easy content. And I feel creatively not fulfilled. A big issue with me lately has been, I do work a full-time job, so the channel does not get as much priority as it should. I am going to try and be better at that. I'm going to try and put more work and time into this channel. It is very tiring now. But I love what I'm doing, and I'm so glad that people enjoy it too. All of my links, as per usual, are where they are. Twitter, TikTok, Happy Campers, of course. They're all there, and I would please actually ask people to go watch the new Happy Campers, because it's probably going to be Halloween themed, and, you know, spooky. I'm going to go and probably play Silent Hill, because I've never actually played the first one, and I thought, you know, it's October. Go watch a spooky movie. Go do something cute and spooky, because that's what we're all here for. Let me know if you like video game discussions again, because, you know, it doesn't have to all be anime. Sometimes I can talk about vidges. And of course, once again, patreon.com/coffeecakes for, you know, the ability to help one aging slut to another. That seemed mean on you, to be honest, but you know what I mean. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting, and hope you all have a spooky but safe Halloween. Bye, guys.